Hello, welcome to the Mystical Whisper studio. We're here in Australia and we are starting this six-part series to tell more of Kylie's story. So don't miss any of it. It's six parts, right? So part one is called The Silence and the Spark, the story of discovering a gift, losing it, and realizing silence can't kill your destiny. So every healer has a moment, that first flicker of light when something inside them says, I see life differently. And almost immediately, someone around them tries to snuff that fire, that light out. For Kylee, that moment came early when, before she ever even had words to describe what she was feeling. And this is where her story begins, a young girl in Australia with a knowing that wouldn't be silenced. So, Kylee, take us back to when you first felt that and had that light go on.
Well, Jamie, I was little, maybe 10, when I realized I saw things before they even happened. A driveway I'd never been down, a news story that hadn't aired yet. I'd say it out loud and people looked at me like I was making it up. My dad told me, "Stop talking like that. People will think you're crazy." So
Yeah.
I learned at a young age that remaining silent was safer than drawing attention to myself. And then at 17, I met a woman. She used to read tarot cards in Wollongong. She looked at me and said, "You've got the gift, but you're too young to understand the meaning and have the knowledge of the power behind the cards." I didn't believe her until I started using the cards and everything I said started to become true.
Wow.
That terrified me, Jamie.
I bet.
So I did what scared kids do. I tried to destroy the cards. I burnt the deck thinking maybe if I got rid of the cards, I'd get rid of the gift.
Doesn't work that way, does it?
But you can't burn purpose.
No.
You can only bury it. And when you bury purpose, it waits quietly until you're ready to remember who you are.
Yep.
Years later, I tried to share my story again, this time with a so-called spiritual teacher who promised Jamie to understand. We both got silenced all over again,
Yep.
dismissed, and labeled. And that betrayal hurt the most because I finally thought I'd found someone who spoke my language. But it taught me, or it taught us, something really important, Jamie.
Yeah.
It taught us you can't hand your truth to people who haven't earned the
The weight
weight
of
of
it.
it.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah, for sure. So, Kylee, that's obviously powerful. That's something we share and went through together, that betrayal. So, because of that, silence becomes a wound for so many of us to carry. When you look
Mhm.
back now, what do you wish people had done differently when you first started seeing those things?
Well, Jamie, I wish they'd have listened instead of trying to fix. A child doesn't need to be told they're wrong. They just need someone to ask what it feels like. If someone had have said to me, "Tell me more," instead of "Stop it," I think I would have grown up trusting my intuition instead of fearing it, Jamie.
Yeah, so Kylie, what do you want to tell parents now if their child starts to sense or see things they can't explain?
Don't shame it. Don't label it. Teach them grounding. Teach them curiosity.
Yeah.
The world teaches fear, but intuition, Jamie, teaches truth. They feel safe. They'll use their gift for light instead of hiding it in its darkness.
And so for you, how did that early betrayal of belief become the seed that would one day grow into Mystical Whispers?
Well, Jamie, every "no one believes you" became the foundation for the space we're building right now. I wanted to create a place where no one has to apologize for their intuition. Their magic isn't mocked, and truth isn't treated like danger, Jamie.
Yep.
That's why Mystical Whispers exists, to make sure no other person ever feels like they have to burn their purpose to stay safe.
Yeah, that spark never died, Kylie. It just waited for the right moment and the right community to be seen. So what you buried as fear became the seed of mystical whispers. And that, my friends, is where the story really
Really
begins.
begins.
So join us as we continue this series. And the next talk will be number 3. No, number 2. Sorry. Yeah. Bye.
Good
Good
night
night. Thank you.
from Australia.